Hey guys, welcome back to another Crypto Down Under technical analysis update for Dogecoin. Where are we at? Last time I did a video on this, it was over here on the 18th. So it's about 5 days later. We're now in the 23rd here in Australia. So still in that rising, well, we didn't know it was a rising wedge yet, and back over here we were looking at a channel. I would say we were probably looking at this trend line as well, which since broke, so it was also a rising wedge at that time, and so that structure broke down. Textbook. Just so much like Bitcoin, we are in a higher time frame, like an hour chart rising wedge. We're actually in contact with the bottom of the wedge, very close to it anyway. Now the textbook breakdown, that's what would be kind of obvious and expected if we were just playing it by those rules. But there very well could be another example of support on this line, and we may even travel up to test the top side again. Now, higher time frame, we got a lot of evidence for support being set in. 10 cents is a big deal. 10 cents is a pretty strong level, a big round number. We're at 10.5 right now. So we came and tested 11 cents back on the 11th of August. 11 cents on the 11th. It's kind of poetic. So we're not that far off. We're only 0.5 cent away from coming up to test that high again. And that's going to be very key to see, what happens next. If we break through and make a higher high, then that is an uptrend. So, but we're not quite there yet. We're still technically downtrending on Doge as well. So, we've got a high here, we have a low, we have a lower high, and now there is a higher low, but it's the highs that define the downtrend. So the lows don't matter too much until you change that character back to an uptrend. So that is on the cards. I think I feel stronger to an upside at the moment for Doge, provided that Bitcoin doesn't crash. But I can see us starting to climb back up again. Seemingly we've been in, like, pretty much all of August, or most of August, we've been stuck in a range at the moment. That range being this box between 11 and 10 cents basically, or high nines. So 11 cents and like 9.8. So yeah, I think if I zoom out again, I see I've got a Fibonacci retracement here from that low to that high. It didn't quite come in contact with the 0.5 Fibonacci level. It bounced a bit sooner than that, but I'm going to hide that for a minute just so we can zoom out and see some other structures. This red dotted line, this was a falling wedge, which we've since broken out of. You can see we broke out of it, back tested it as a support, and did a bounce off the flipper, and now we're like trying to come back up and attack that 11 cent level. So I'm going to hide a few more things because we're going to zoom out in a second. I'm going to delete that line because it's now been broken. And I think I might delete that channel. I don't think that's helping us anymore either. This yellow line, this was a high to beat. It was a swing fail where that circle is. It sort of swung up, broke the shorts that were sort of set in here in this section. It probably stopped them out, if not, possibly liquidated the really high leverage ones. I'm going to delete that. So yellow trend line, that is still in play. We have to keep an eye on that. We could still butt our head up against it. But let's go out further. Let's go to the daily chart. Just trying to see if there's any... yeah, like from a daily perspective, we're obviously still in a downtrend like Bitcoin. This is more severe. A lot of the altcoins, by the way, are in like an accumulation style. They've sold off dramatically and they're back to going flat and sideways. So, if there's alts out there that you like as fundamentally, accumulation is the, this is not financial advice, but accumulation on lows, on consolidations and in accumulation zones is not the worst idea, I think. But proceed with caution on that. This channel by no means is this channel intended to give advice financially. It's just my opinions on the technical analysis. It's on the charts, interpreting where things are, what kind of mode it's in. And right now, we're certainly not in a ripping bull market on Doge right now. That is not the case. You could even say this is like a short time frame, like a shorter window bear market, really. I mean, we've made longer term outcome here is we've got lower lows and lower highs. That's a downtrend. That's the essence of a bear market, right? Usually on altcoins, their bull markets are very aggressive and very short-lived. Much like this. This all happened in like the space of about a month. That pump right there. That is very typical of an altcoin. Altcoins tend to pump up fast and then spend a lot of time just washing back out. So they're kind of like a bear's dream. When an altcoin has ripped into the heavens, it ain't gonna stay up there for long. Because altcoins are altcoins, right? No one puts the same amount of faith in an altcoin as they do Bitcoin or stocks, for example. They are, for lack of a better term, they are pump and dumps. Like it's a pump and then it will dump back out and give pretty much most of the appreciation and value back. It'll give it back, gives it all back. So, but that's not to say you can't make money in them, and to prepare for these mega pumps that when they come. And I think Doge has a very good chance at seeing another big growth cycle in the future, which will find a high and probably give a lot of it back. That's just the nature of altcoins, right? They tend to come up and then sell off. So right now, I don't think, obviously, if you're accumulating altcoins right now, that is definitely not FOMO. You're not buying into hype and euphoria if you're buying altcoins right now. So that is, at least you can bank that. You can say, okay, at least I'm not falling victim to, all of the manipulation on drawing in the crowds. These zones, like stuff like this, sideways and boring, is an accumulator's, heaven. Like this is where we want to be as accumulators. If you're an investor style trader, long-term swings, you accumulate when it's flat and boring, and you sell it. You sell it to the new money that's coming in, the new participants that are, buying into the euphoria. That those are your customers. Those are who you're selling to as you unload what you bought back here, right? You sell it up here. So, so just based off the history, it's like we're toying with coming back into that accumulation box. I don't think that just because we get back into it that we spend forever in it. There will be another chance where the alts, like as soon as the alts get the right sort of circumstances, they will pop up. And the sky, like who knows where the targets are going to be. We do know that the all-time high for Doge is up here, 74 cents. We had a high set recently this year, earlier this year, to about 23 cents almost. So that's even going to that level would be quite, you know, you can basically double your money from here if you were to, you know, accumulate in this zone. But once again, not financial advice, just, you know, calling it as I see it. And it's more so like just technical analysis, guys. So anyway, that should pretty much cover where we're at with Doge. Not too much has changed on the bigger picture. Unfortunately, there's nothing too exciting happening. We've got a rising wedge even, so that's kind of doesn't have the most bullish outlook. But at least we've broken out of this red line, this red trend, which came in from way up higher. Like, you know, we've overcome that, and now we're dealing with this yellow one here. So, new horizons. All right. Thanks, guys, for tuning in to another update, technical analysis update on Crypto Down Under, and I will catch you in the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe. All right.